What's going on, everybody? We are live from a car in the parking lot of Poway, California, talking to you about handhelds and the future of technology. Let's start up with our regular crew up in the front, going clockwise. We got Matt from Digital Jedi Gaming. What's up, everybody? Next, we got Alex from Too Loud Tech. Not Too Late Tech, not today, Too Loud Tech.
No,
everybody, I'm Michael from Retro Lunch. I am full and I'm ready to talk tech, and we are ready to talk tech today with Jeeves from Silicon Fox. Check it out with 2 X's. That's how you find him.
Exactly.
The other Silicon Foxes don't count. The other Silicon Foxes don't count. No. Listen, we got some Jamie Foxx stuff going on right there.
And there are others. If you use 1X, a guy from Ukraine comes up. He's also into tech. It's funny.
Oh my gosh.
2 X's.
Wait, what? Are we skipping the obvious here?
No. That's just what we do.
Oh, that's just what we do. Oh man.
Hello Kitty and Croaky Frog had a baby.
I thought I was the craziest person here, man.
No, it can get much crazier.
Is this your everyday outfit or what's going on here, man?
No, so at work, for those who don't know, I'm a English literature teacher, so it's just been like all Spirit Week until Halloween. So kids come and dress as all kinds of crazy stuff. So I said I'd bust out the cat suit. So,
that is hysterical.
Yeah,
I'm in Southern California. We are accepting of kids who want to wear that on a daily basis. It's all inclusion.
Oh my gosh.
You know it is.
My gosh.
All right, let's go around the horn. So Matt, tell me about your week.
Oh man, that's easy, man. I'm just Xbox Ally X. Look.
That thing is
utterly
terrific.
Jeeves drinking it. Yeah, the Xbox Ally X. I'm just playing with it. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, making content on it. And right now I have Bazite on it, and I'm just messing around with it. And I'm waiting for my Thor. Patiently waiting for my Thor. Because I'm not cool like somebody in yellow here, and I did not get a 1X sugar. So I'm waiting on my Thor. And in the meantime, because I will say the buttons on this Ally X is like a orchestra when I'm in bed with the wife or at night. So I'm still playing I'm playing Silk Song on the an RP5 because this thing cannot be in the bedroom. It is loud. So that's it, man. Just looking forward to what we got going on here and everything, man.
You don't have a sugar. You sound like you're bitter.
Nah, not bitter at all.
Makes you feel better. I don't have mine right now either. It's back in China being repaired. So
no way.
Yeah,
no way,
I talked about it. I talked about it in my review, dude. It 3 days and the fan it imploded. It's crazy.
Oh.
Jeeves, give us your week. That sounds like one part of what I'm looking at you right now. Sounds like it's been a crazy week already.
Yeah, so sugar went back after my review. And that was my retail unit too, so I bought that one. Depressed about that. I guess to try to make it up to me, so I am reviewing the 1X X1 Air right now. I'm next in line, so trying to get my review done on this. I got about a couple more days with it, then I'm going to send it to the next person in line. It's pretty interesting, so it's going to be kind of cool talking about Panther Lake because this is Lunar Lake itself. So Intel's doing some crazy stuff right now. They're doing pretty good. I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of excited. And then with that, I'm also doing some Android development on the Odin 2 Pro, doing some contract work, so building some games for that. So it's been a crazy week, just back to back to back to back. Doesn't stop.
If you tell me that the touchscreen doesn't work, but you're still wearing those hands, then we're going to have a conversation about your ability to review.
That's awesome.
It's funny too, because I will be reviewing in this suit as well. So
beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Let me ask you, how's 1X with the RMA stuff? Are they pretty good? Were they pretty, responsive and said, "Hey, no problem, we'll take care of it," or was it an ordeal, or what?
So they've been pretty responsive. They said they take care of it. They paid for DHL Express to go back. I haven't had to pay anything so far, come out of pocket. As far as diagnosing goes, I'm a little nervous because I sent them the video of what's wrong. I told them what was going on. They get it, and then they're like, "Oh, we can't reproduce the thing you said. But by the way, we noticed that when we play this game, the fan doesn't sound good." So I'm like, if you guys just put 2 and 2 together, I promise you'll get it eventually. So I have to. You kind of have to stay on them a little bit, which I don't like because it's like you guys made it. You should know what's wrong after I told you. So after my last email to them about how to reproduce the fan noise, they haven't gotten back to me. It's been a couple of days, so I'm a little nervous. I'm hopefully they're fixing it, but I'll let you guys know how it goes. Get it back.
That device seems super unique, so I'm excited to see it work, especially in this new era of dual screens and all that.
I like it,
man.
When I like it when it works. It's nice. They just got to really clean it up.
Too loud. How's your week?
My week's pretty good. Can't complain. Pokemon ZA, Xbox Ally X. I mean, I don't know. Between those two, I'm pretty absorbed. I can't lie. I've been doing a lot of both, and can't find enough time for either of them. I need more time in a day. I am currently outside because my studio lost internet, so testing out what I'm calling my CES to go podcast station, and this should be fun. And I don't know why Matt has this weird smile. It's kind of freaking me out.
He looks like he's looking at a Magic X or something. Those are not the eyes he uses for his wife. That's the eyes he uses for e-waste.
Yeah.
We have 30 minutes yet. Can I respond to that?
Nope, not even close. Okay. Not even close. Something was weird going on here with Jeeves' camera for a moment. It kind of did like a AI noticed a person boxy thing over his image. Yeah,
it does that. Keep him falling asleep.
Okay, I thought so. I was like, is he
it's trying to do
over there?
It's trying to do facial detection. That thing. You're challenging the AI as much as humanly possible.
Yeah. He doesn't.
Where are the eyes?
Like where?
Oh gosh,
it doesn't like it very much.
Yeah. So, but that's basically it, dude. Been having a great time. Just just playing games and doing things around here. But I got somebody playing a Congo.
Oh no, the Congo got him. We lost him.
We lost him.
All right. Well, since thankfully he's gone and we didn't have to kick him, that's good. I'm going to take my week. So
yeah,
I touched on this a little bit last week with Nelly, but last week I enabled the Xbox full screen experience on my ROG Ally X, not the Xbox Ally X, the regular Ally X, because again, I don't have an Xbox Ally X. The thing looks crazy. I think it looks comfortable. I think it looks cool. I don't own one at this point. I'm not planning on owning one because from what the reviews that I'm hearing, this thing is cool. If you don't already own one, that sounds great, but you're probably going to get 90% of the good stuff by just owning a ROG Ally X. So I got that enabled, and it is getting better, and it is simple, but it's about what I expected. Truth be told, the app switcher, the Android app switcher, works a little bit better than I expected. So tinkering around with that, I am noticing some performance improvements, but I was trying to film a video today. What I've actually been interested in is the best Portmaster machine. This is the Trim UI Smart Pro. It's the best Portmaster machine. That is not the best Portmaster machine. This is the best Portmaster machine.
You knew that was going to trigger me when you said that. You knew it was going to trigger me when you said that. That is not the best Portmaster machine. Jeeves will tell you that thing is garbage. I'm just putting that out there.
It's beautiful garbage, though. I don't need L2, L3 because I'm playing retro games.
Yeah, you don't need L2, L3.
But what I discovered is that I love Portmaster, but what I realized that there's actually some really, really cool ports that are not being hosted on the Portmaster website. You had to go to like various GitHubs of people who are just kind of tinkering around on their own. Maybe they just chose not to go through Portmaster for support. So there's a remake of Super Mario Brothers 1 called Super Mario Brothers Remastered. It seemed like it came out around the same time as like the 40th anniversary. And I got that thing up and running on here. And I wanted to show how it works to like sideload ports through Portmaster's auto install system and play Super Mario Brothers 1, but in widescreen. I was tinkering with it last night. It's cool. It actually works and feels more authentic than you might think for like, a Godot remake of a NES game. But that is my week. We Alex, the Congo line gotcha. So I don't know if there's anything else you want to fill in on your week before we move on to news.
No, I'm good, dude. I'm good. Think they're gone? I don't know.
Wait, did I hear that correct? You're going to CES?
Yeah. Me and Matt too.
Oh, so I'm gonna see you guys in CES. That's right,
bro. We're going with you.
That's right. You guys going with me?
They're
Yeah,
staying.
what's wrong with you?
They're staying at your house. You don't know it yet, but they're coming.
We're crashing at your pad, bro.
Gotta bust at the air mattress. Okay, all right, that's
Oh
fine. That's
my
fine.
gosh.
I hope you make good breakfast.
I actually do. I do.
Yeah.
No, we will be
So-
there though. Yes.
So
I mean,
I'll throw-
I'll throw a curveball in there for. Oh no, Matt, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna. So I was gonna go in a different topic direction. So finish saying what you're saying, and finish telling us why the Chimio Smart Pro is not a great Portmaster device.
Because it's so cute looking. But like CES, on the topic of CES, just quick curveball. What is everybody looking forward to at CES? I know we don't have like a full slate of announcements and stuff, which we know is coming. There's still 3 months left, but robots.
I'm excited to see robots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're tired. You're outside. You can't tell me you're tired of the natural world. You gotta go replace it.
I want a robot with me. You know.
Mhm.
I actually funny enough, I thought about buying. I don't know if people follow robotics and things like that, but I thought about purchasing the Unitree dog robot.
What were you gonna do with that? Like, what would you do with that, bro?
Have him
Walk
go
it
get
into
my Xbox Ally. Like have him. I don't know, whatever. I'm allergic to dogs, so it'd be the closest thing I'd ever have to like having a dog. But
Just take it
I
for
don't
a
know.
walk.
Put like a GoPro on his back and have him follow me through the woods while I'm four-wheeling.
Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny.
Just see how long before he breaks.
Circa. My gosh.
That's hilarious.
Mount a slingshot to his back, and I have no idea. I have no idea what I would do with it, but I would figure it out.
I figured
that's funny.
I figured the appeal of robots is that you and I both have way too many kids and they don't listen to us. So I just want something in the house that I can go tell to do something. It'll actually go do it.
It's not.
Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be
It
beautiful.
won't listen to you.
Oh man,
It won't listen to you.
you'll love CES for that because the Unitree dogs, they were there full force. They had all kinds of models. Yeah, man, they got some that have like wheels on them. They just roll around like little cars. It's crazy.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah,
But no,
Can I ride on
besides
his back
robots,
like a little horsey?
of course, handhelds. I want to see. I want to see anything that's upcoming or maybe not coming out. Just ideas I would like to see. Also, just stuff in the PC space. Like I genuinely just like PCs and tech. So anything there that catches my eye. Like Mini-PCs or laptops. Desktop components. New cases, new desktop cases. I'm into that way too much for some reason. I like tech, so
Matt, what about you? What is CES to you?
Well, I've always wanted to go. For as far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to go. So I'm excited about all of it. I'm excited about all the new tech. I'm really excited about meeting all the people in the space and like making connections with even just like I want to meet the people, the engineers that make this stuff. You know what I mean? I want to see the new tech that's coming out. I'm all about that stuff. I want to see handhelds. I want to see the cool new refrigerators. You know what I mean? I want to see that tech. I really want to see
refrigerators.
I'm a fat guy. I'm a fat guy, bro. I'm a fat guy, right?
Air fryers.
Yeah, man. I'm really want to see what's I'm really big in the 3D printing space. I want to see what's the future of 3D printing is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. How did I forget that? Yeah, 3D printing. That's a big one for me. Yeah.
I'm hoping that Too Loud and myself's favorite 3D printing company, Bamboo Labs. I'm hoping they're there. I would love to see some stuff. I'm excited for all of it. There's nothing there that I'm sure I'll find something. But as of right now, there's nothing that I've looked at that I haven't said, oh, I want to go see that. Oh, I want to go check that out. I'm excited to meet those guys. I'm excited to meet Jeeves. I mean, depending on what he's wearing.
No promises. No promises.
And I'm just excited to make those connections, do all of that, man. And my wife's going with me, so she's excited to go see New Kids on the Block. I'm not, but yeah, man, yeah. So just that kind of stuff. But the whole experience, I'm excited about. I'm excited about crashing on Jeeves' couch. I mean, everything about it is I'm just excited about. You know what I mean?
All right, let's go. Kermit, you're up. What are you excited about for CES?
He's a cat, bro. What do you mean Kermit? He's a cat.
It's not a Kermit.
This year, Panther Lake is number one. I want to see Panther Lake, and in fact, I think I'm probably going to see it in December. I got invited to an ASUS event in New York, So I think they might have Panther Lake there. So if they don't, it's at CES either way. That's number one for me. Number two is probably going to be whatever the Minis Forum, I think, is number two for me. Because this year at CES, Minis Forum has some cool stuff they showed off.
They've been insane with the stuff
they have, man.
Just insane.
Oh yeah, eGPUs is another big one for me. I want to see. I want to see some new eGPUs. That's a pretty big one. I want to see some Thunderbolt 5. You know,
that's gonna be cool. And then I think people kind of sleep on these, but if you go looking for I think it's called the Shanghai Pavilion. It's a section in the main event space where they house most of the ODM companies from China, like everybody from Shenzhen, Chongguo. I want to go there because there's a ton of like the companies who make the handhelds for Anbernic, TrimUI, Miyoo. They're all there. So you'll go there and you'll see like all these handhelds that you recognize that they just scratched the labels off.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
So you can like talk to these guys and you can see all this stuff early. Like I saw the Anbernic, I think it was like RG557, like months before it was even released. I got to demo it and stuff. And like
that's interesting you said that because I had no idea they were even. I didn't have expectations to see those companies, so I would have definitely named that.
If you like handhelds, you've got to go to the pavilion. I'm telling you.
100%.
You get to meet all the industrial designers. Like I didn't even know this, but you know GPD handhelds. They actually outsource their work to a company called the Matagy Group, and I got to meet the guy who designed like the Win 4. He's done the work on the Win 5, and these handhelds are there. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm the guy that designed it." And you would never know that from their Indiegogo campaigns and how they talk about the handhelds. Right. But it's like some random guy had a different company who does all the work.
That's awesome. That's exciting. Even more excited now. Yeah.
I gotta imagine the design and manufacturing process is way more complicated than just the brand they come out with. Like we've already seen that a little bit with was it Antec being basically Ioneo.
Yeah, that's an interesting story too. Like they just have oversupply that they sell to Antec. It's crazy. I like it. You got to go, man. You got to go. You got to hit up the pavilions. Those are the connections to make. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited to go and experience it. Like Matt said, I've for years I've just wanted to go as a fan of tech. Like every year I tune into people's broadcast and watch and look at all the new stuff, and it ranges, dude. Because I'm not just a fan of like just a small variety of tech. I'm a fan of tech. Period. You know. New electronic cars, robots. You know, I'm not so much fridges. I guess Matt's on his own with that one. But like, I already got a fridge. It does its job. I don't, you know.
I want to see the dishwashers too. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wait. I know what it is. Matt's looking for a fridge with a screen that he could put an emulating system on it so that he can play in the kitchen.
Right.
I got you.
Right there.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Right there. With Bluetooth, so I can hook up one of my controllers to it. Yep.
Ooh,
think about the amount of time you have your fridge open because you don't know what to eat. That time you could have been playing and continuing to not be the original Legend of Zelda. It's just a waste of time.
Very true. Very, very true. Very, very true. Very, very true.
Exciting though. Exciting. I'm not excited for. I don't know if I'm driving yet. If I'm driving, I actually was talking about it to my wife last night. I think I'm gonna scrap the drive, even if I do. Managed to be able to FSD the whole way there. 19 hours, like that's a whole day that I could spend there. So I
thought it wasn't that far of a drive for you. I thought it was
19. I think it's 19. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing it, but I feel like it's like 19.
You definitely want to fly because Media Day. Like you guys are coming to Media Day, right?
Gotta go early.
I think I'm gonna fly in. I'm planning to fly in the 5th. What is Media Day? The 4th, the 5th?
The 4th, right?
It's like the 4th, like the 4th and the 5th, I think.
So the feedback I got was that it's okay. It's not spectacular, but it's okay. And I was thinking in terms of, you know, time spent there, we were going to fly in on the 5th. And so we would end up missing the Media Day. Are you saying it's like worth it?
Well, I mean, if companies have time set aside for us to check out like products without the crowds, I think it'd be worth it.
That is true. That is true.
Like, less lines, lower crowd, yeah.
Like if Lenovo, Asus, and stuff, they have stuff out that we could just go and have our time to, you know, play around with and get our footage before the crowds hit. Awesome. I think that's worth it.
That's pretty awesome. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's good. That's good info, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. They did
Okay.
it at Computex too.
I haven't
so.
booked tickets yet, so I'm all ears.
Interesting.
Yep,
Guys, you guys
experience
wanna-
all you can, man.
You guys want to jump into a little bit of news?
Yeah, man.
Let's do a bit of news.
We
Let's
wanna
talk about what is current before we go into what the future holds. I'm looking at again, those ears look like frog eyes to me. But again, we'll talk to the lucky future prediction cat about that. But in the meantime,
oh my god,
the Legion Go 2.
That wave killed me.
Legion Go 2 is back up on Best Buy. It was launched. It got a lot of, let's say, feedback.
That's a kind
it was
word.
taken down, but it was sold out. That's what they say. So much demand, it was sold out, and now it's back. So Legion Go 2 is back on the Best Buy. They have not changed the price.
They
have
found some
determined-
under the bed. They were like, they forgot about them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. So,
What do you guys
according
think?
to this, the pickup day is November 12th.
Mhm. So let's see, just gives us a chance to go and Jeeves, tell us your opinion of the Legion Go 2.
I don't have the highest opinion of it, if I'm being honest. For one, I think it's too expensive. I'm not the fan of the performance profile either. Like that chip that AMD's been hawking as like the greatest thing since sliced bread, when it's just a cut down HX370, that really bothers me. I don't know why, but like I get really irked when I hear people talk about this, because we've had this performance level for over a year now. And I get that everything else is premium, like, you know, the new OLED panel,
The screen,
things of that
like, it's a big
nature.
deal.
Yeah, the screen is a big deal. I get it. I do. I just think that it's like a few $100s too much what they're asking for. And I think it's going to be reflected if we pay attention to retail returns months after launch. I think this is going to be returned more than people are expecting. Wish I could take
There's
a
your
bet
open
on it.
box deals. You want to get this on the secondary market? That's a heck of a screen to get, you know, on the secondary market for probably half price.
I agree. How are you feeling about this, Tula? Because I know you were, you know, you had me thinking hard about this device because you're so excited. And
Well, I am a lover of the original Legion Go. I have been since release. I understand what Jeeves is saying, because right, it's essentially just a cut down HX370. And I have an HX370 with my Neo 3, and am I blown away by the performance? I couldn't say I'm blown away by the performance. I do appreciate it. I appreciate the battery life, like the use of battery in comparison to Z1, like being able to play most of my games at 15 to 17 watts in comparison to full TDP, and preserving a lot of battery life. I do appreciate that. That new AMOLED or OLED screen with the VRR, I'm curious to see how that works out in the long run. It seems like it could be really good, but it also has potential for some issues from what I've been reading up online. There's a lot of reasoning why they do not do VRR and OLED together. So I'm just curious to see how that pans out. More than anything on this unit, I guess what I am mostly excited about is being able to get some of these controllers for my Legion Go 1.
Yeah.
I do want to, I probably am going to pick one up, only because I'm a sucker and I really like the Legion Go 2. I really like the Legion Go 1. And to me, is like, if I'm using this thing based off just gaming, it'll be more than adequate. I mean, the price is kind of crazy. If I'm using it for more than gaming, I would prefer an HX370 device, just to have those extra cores, just to have that, extra RAM. But with this here, I feel like if we're just using it for gaming, it's okay. The price is not. I don't agree with the price at all. I think that even the Xbox ROG Ally X, I think, is too expensive. I think that the Xbox ROG Ally X should have been $750 to $800, and this maybe $1,000. I don't know. It's just going up and up and up, and the more we support them, the more they're gonna feel like it's okay to bring this stuff up. And I think that's a bit of an issue.
So
let's see. Caffeine and Console says portable PCs are getting better and better, but man, we are getting into quite an odd space as these are becoming only a few $100s less than their flagship gaming laptops. 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you.
Yeah, excellent
And
point.
That's a great point. You know,
well,
the other thing else that
I think that's a solid point because, like, you know, and I think they know that, right? They know that it's coming in close, but they know that some of us prefer that form factor, right? Of being able to play it. Like, I've had a gaming laptop for many years, and I never use it like a gaming laptop. It's like a pseudo desktop. You know, it sits on my desk because if I put it on my lap, that thing's cooking my thighs. You know, so
It's a portable
I'm
desktop.
not. I'm not that comfortable with it like that, and so they know that. But at the same time, it's like, these chips are not offering us what a dedicated GPU are offering us. So it's just a tough space to be in right now, I think.
So interesting, and along the lines of what JD from Caffeine and Console pointed out, you know, still even today the Steam Deck is relevant, man. You know, it's over 3 years old at this point, and it's still relevant. Like, you know, he's big into emulation. He's getting big into emulation. Steam Deck's there. So as a consumer, so I look at everything from a normal consumer standpoint, right? Everybody watch the show knows that I'm probably the least technical savvy person here. I'm really only here because I'm so damn good looking. We get that, right? But except for today, now that Jeeves is here, I mean, the dude's, you know. But so as a consumer walking in, JD's got a great point, man. Like, it's, you know, bang for your buck with the price of these devices being as much as laptops, and, you know, walking in and you can accomplish all that on the
Hey,
Steam
wait
Deck.
a minute! Don't boost his head up, JD. Don't take that.
that comment staying there. That comment staying there the whole episode.
No, it's out of here. No, don't boost his head up, dude.
I do have a request though, because you keep doing this and drive me crazy. Whenever you keep talking about the Lego handheld, I keep thinking about the Lego Game Boy. We can stop calling Legion 2 the Lego because you're confusing me.
To be fair, it's been the Lego long before there was a Lego Game Boy.
You know who's got me calling it the Lego? That guy right there in the top right corner.
That's what it's been. That's what we've been referring to it as since it was released. You know, everybody was like, "Oh, what do we call this thing for short?" You know, Lego.
So
Legion Go.
I'm combining to what Jesus said, combining to what Caffeine and Consoles has said, it's too expensive. It's too much. Like, you know, we have a Win 5 that's coming out that's $300 more, and a significant improvement, right? Yeah. We have potentially 1X Fly is potentially coming out with the Apex that could be in the same price range. That's going to be significantly more powerful. You know, and it's a lot of these guys are talking, you know, just from a consumer standpoint. Again, look, the deck makes you feel like you're cheating, you know, and it's there, right? And then if you don't want to do SteamOS, because I mean, I'm not a huge SteamOS person. I like, well, oh my gosh, look at this guy. This is I love gaming on Windows. I just do. I feel like it gives you a bit more versatility. It's heavier, it takes more work, but I just it's just how I'm wired. And I think you know,
am I supposed to freeze for the podcast, brother?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, okay.
So suffer for your art. Suffer for your art.
Yeah. So I don't know what you guys think. I didn't mean to go on a rant about that, but yeah.
Oh, thank you. Do you think it brings out the color of my eye?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I do think I'm interested in that screen, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because I follow most of the handheld space. Are there monitors that have OLED and VRR? Because I know it's just mostly from perspective. This is the first time I'm seeing it on a handheld. And you're right, there probably is a reason, but like, that's got to be why it has the premium. But what I want to know is that even this is the first time we're seeing the Z2 Extreme non-AI edition. We've already seen it in the Xbox ROG Ally X. I don't know if the AI cores actually make a difference. Maybe they're using it on the Windows side. Maybe they're using it for AI upscaling. I don't know. But is there the potential that this will be even less than, because you can't use those cores for AI upscaling?
Well, okay, I have some unique experience from the AI side. So when Microsoft first put forth like the Qualcomm laptop crap, they were talking about having developers support Auto SR, which was going to use the NPU in those chips to essentially drive that upscaling. Well, Auto SR, that technology is what they've been talking about bringing back for the AI cores in like this new Z2 processor. And Auto SR is trash. It's literally FSR 1. You don't want to use that, and you don't want to waste silicon driving that. It's a waste of sand. So the fact that Legion Go doesn't have it is actually a good sign to me. Microsoft has been trying really, really hard to push like AI processing on the gaming side, and there's nothing we can use it for. When we talk about upscaling, like that kind of math does not really scale well on vector or matrix processors, which most AI processors do. It's a waste right now. It really is. I don't see why they're pushing it so hard. The only thing I can really, I guess is they want to use it for telemetry. Like AI is really good at doing low-level data collection, so you can have those AI processors in the back, collating everything you do. Personally, I don't know why AMD has that. I'm guessing that SKU is just to charge more. It's a waste. It really is.
It's funny because I kind of been saying that from the get-go. It's like, I feel like this whole AI thing is more just marketing. Just like, hey, we got it, they don't, and it's just marketing. But on the backside, it's really who's it benefiting here? It's not. Is it benefiting us, or is it right? Because we know at the end of the day, these companies, they love to make us the product, and if we're gonna buy this device and also allow it to scrape metadata, then who's really
There's no benefit to the consumer.
Hands up, everybody! Hands up! Everybody!
We have people watching asking about your policies. That's
that's funny.
Yeah.
No, but you're.
I do unfortunately have to drop you guys, but have a good show. I'll be cheering you on from the chat.
Hey, thank you, man.
Be safe,
Mike,
brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later, bro.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Good to meet you.
No, but Alex, you hit the nail on the head. If you have an HX370 handheld, and everyone at home, you can do this too. If you're just running stock Windows, there are times when the NPU will be at 100% utilization, but you have no idea what it's doing. If you go into Task Manager, you can see it, but Microsoft does not expose the data paths and profiles, so you don't know what it's doing. And it's the only thing that does that. You can see what the CPU is doing, you can see what the GPU is doing, but you cannot see what the NPU is doing. And this same behavior is going to carry over into the handhelds. Again, I keep telling people, these new Z2 processors, they are recycled laptop chips. Z1 is 7840U. Z2, as they cut it down, is just the HX370 with 4 less cores. It's the same AI engine, the same amount of tops. You can go to AMD's website.
Absolutely.
It's doing the exact same thing. So what are they using this data they collect from the NPU for? It's not helping you with your games. It doesn't make them run better. What is it for?
So dumb that down for me. What does that mean for me walking into the door if I'm looking at, say, an MSI Claw AI Plus, which is running an Intel chip?
And, I love Matt, dude.
And
hey, bro, you're so really quick, dude. You're so like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you're so cool with it, bro. Like, hey, dude, I don't know what this talk means, but like, break it down for me. Like, give me the book for dummies. Right? Like, you remember those books like such and such for dummies, right? Yep. Like, yeah, hilarious. That's amazing, dude. I love it.
So, well, first off, I got 30 years of marriage, and ain't nothing you're gonna say is gonna hurt my feelings, right? So,
no, I'm not calling you a dummy, brother. I'm saying, like,
I'm calling myself a dummy, but I'm reflecting.
No, I wouldn't do that, dude. I didn't mean it like that. I apologize.
No.
But I like to get on your. I like to get on your ass. We're past 30 minutes. I like to get on your ass. Talk shit, man.
So when we're looking, that being said, if I got $1,000 to spend, why would I get the Xbox Ally X over the MSI Claw AI Plus, which has an Intel chip, right? Is it just for that button popular, or you know what I mean? Like, and then there's so much stuff going on. We just had a conversation last night, and well, actually, I listened while Gamers Generation and Too Loud had a conversation last night about the maturity level of the 258V chip and where it started and where it's come from. So me walking in the door, a good-looking dude that just wants to play Super Mario Brothers and doesn't know anything else. Where am I spending my $1,000 and why? So, and I pose that question to both of you because I'm sure you guys can have different opinions on it. Because I it's a loaded question because I know Too Loud is an AMD guy, and I know Foxx is more of an Intel guy, right? So, that's the truth of it. So, tell me.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, one of us here is right and one is wrong. I'm just,
No, that's funny.
I didn't know
No,
there was a divide here, but now that I know, no, I'm just kidding, dude.
it's
You
funny.
go ahead, Jeeves. You can go first.
Yeah, so just to break it down, dollar for dollar, buck for buck, you walk into a Best Buy, what are you looking for? Honestly, I'm going to say to go with the MSI Claw, mainly because right now, at least with driver maturity levels, you're pretty much right there with 890M. It's like an 890M using, I want to say, like 2 to 5 less watts of power, pretty much. Like clock for clock, it's very, very close now. And if you're just trying to save a buck and have like the best gaming performance you can have, right? I would go with that. Now, granted, I love AMD APUs. I'm a huge AMD guy. But I'm not about spending more for a label. Like we're not going to spend more money to have a sticker on the box. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Tulare. So I'll say I agree with Jeeves. Even with that being said, I mean I'm not 100% sold on the MSI Claw over the Z2, just because I think that well I hope to see a little bit more performance from the drivers out of AMD with the Z2s. But you know, to be fair, what Intel was able to pull off with this MSI Claw now later into the life cycle is amazing. I can't take anything away from that. It sucks that they didn't do it more early on, you know, and it took them so long to get the drivers to where they are. And because you know how it is with stuff like this, initial reviews leave that in the memory, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody comes back to come and look like, well, what's it like today? You know, they see that initial review, those initial impressions, and that's it. That's it forever, you know? And but I would say like, so, I mean, maybe Jeeves is right when it comes to the MSI Claw. But I would say, even if you want to go a little further than that, I would say, man, for those holding on to Z1 Extreme devices, it's not a big deal to just hold on a little bit longer. Like you're those Z1s, like honestly, I bought a Legion Go secondhand for $250. Like,
oh, that's a steal.
If you can secondhand buy a Z1 Extreme device for $300, around $300, you're not getting anything better than that price to performance. Like there's nothing on the market that can even come close to that, honestly. And I know a lot of guys right now. I've seen it. Yeah, amazing.
I took advantage of this guy on Discord and I robbed him for this thing. I'm not going to tell you how little I gave him for it, but he was a chump.
Oh man.
Not going to tell you who it was, but he's kind of loud. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, it was him. I totally robbed his ass for this thing. I
hate you, dude. No, you're my boy, bro. I can't try to rip your head off. I'm perfectly cool with it. I'm
2 pairs of dirty socks and a coupon book for Frosties and Wendy's.
Hey, that was supposed to be a secret, dude. No, so to be fair though, like I'm a little bit biased. Like I prefer the Legion Go over the Ally. I've always been like that. I mean, the Ally is a great device, but I just prefer the form factor, the versatility that the Legion Go offers. So to me, it was a no-brainer to allow that to somebody else who would prefer that form factor better. But like I said, I think even like the Steam Deck, dude. The Steam Deck is a phenomenal purchase. Like that sale that just went by where people were picking up Steam Decks for like $300 first.
Insane, right?
Like
yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely insane. Go ahead.
Look at what Vetty said. He's still got another year warranty on his Ally X. He's good. That's true.
Yeah, absolutely,
man.
Vetty. Absolutely, brother. Yeah. Absolutely. No, there's absolutely no reason. Don't rush. You're not going to get a huge performance difference.
And then when the warranty one's out, dibs.
Yeah, you're hilarious. Right. I have something I hadn't gotten a chance to put out, but I recently did like Arc Raiders. Like I just threw a video together real quick. It was probably like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I like Arc Raiders performance on the Z2 Extreme Ally Xbox and the HX370 Neo 3. And so I just threw those out there showing performance. And the one video that I didn't get to capture, but I did test it, was the video of the Z1 Extreme. And when I tell you, like, the Z1 Extreme's performance was within like 1 or 2 frames difference. Granted, I was using 17 watts on the Xbox Ally X, where I was using 22 on the Z1. But man, at the end of the day, that's still the device is capable of playing within that same margin of FPS.
Right.
Like you're not gonna, it's not gonna be like make or break. Like I can't play this game because I don't have the latest and greatest chip. It's not like that. If anything, you may be at a disadvantage of a frame rate of maybe 5, right? Like if you're really pushing both TDPs to the max. And that's like a maybe 5 FPS. And I'm talking of a game you're getting 60, 70 frames in. So it's not really a big deal to go ahead and switch that up. Yeah. Wait. Oh, I thought he was saying something about my poncho.
Oh my god,
dude!
So
I love this poncho. It was a gift. It was a gift from my brother.
oh my god, look at this
It's
guy.
great.
The two of you are just hysterical, man. So I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna make you both cringe. You said about even if you're losing 5 frames, I don't have a problem with frame gen. I understand, and
I don't.
and
Not on a handheld.
I know, yeah, I know you've talked to me about like why it's important to frame gen and stuff. But I don't have a problem with frame gen.
I think Jeeves just feels like what I told you before, and I still stand by that.
His face,
like,
look at his face.
I want to give him the opportunity to share.
We're past the 30-minute mark, so you could curse me out if you want, bro.
Oh man, I'm not a fan of frame gen on handhelds. Reason being is, man, like that latency is killer. Trust me, like I use FSR 3.1 in my projects, like for Unreal Engine and stuff. So I've gotten to play around with it. And even on NVIDIA's side, it does not feel good on handhelds. Like I would rather have a flat 30 FPS with a solid 33.3 millisecond frame time than have 60 FPS. My frame times are from like 16 to like 32, right? It feels really bad. And I think, for some people, they can't feel it. But for me, like, I usually can feel and see it. Like, the artifacts, they don't bother you. Like, when stuff is, like, flickering out and you can see, like, geometry fizzling in and out of existence, that doesn't bother you. Like, it kills the experience for me.
Nope.
So for me,
also,
go ahead, man.
I started gaming with the Atari 2600. So you ain't said nothing to hurt me, bro.
That's a while ago.
Yeah, your polygon spaceship on the screen behind you is
nostalgic,
like amazing graphics format. Like that's top tier. Like
Star Fox
that's like 2030 graphics format right there, bro.
Yeah, but it's like the performance. It's a performance that doesn't bother you though. Like when the frame rate is going up and down and fluctuating.
I'll speak on that for a moment. So for me, like, on a handheld, I kind of curve my expectations, just because it's a handheld, and I'm not there for like hardcore gaming. I'm there for casual gaming. If I want like hardcore gaming, I want to jump on my desktop, and I'm gonna run everything maxed out without FSR, without frame gen or anything like that. But if I'm playing on a handheld on the couch, sitting next to my kids who are body slamming each other across the room from me, like. This is that little bit of frame time is the least of my concern, dude. I'm more concerned with a foot coming across and slapping this handheld out of my hand, or like like some crazy
I don't have
stuff,
that concern.
dude.
Yeah, I don't have that concern, so
for me, but I totally understand. And to be fair though, on my behalf, I don't see it as well as you do. Like, but I'm also a stubborn asshole who refuses to wear my glasses. Like I refuse. I don't give a crap. I have astigmatism in one eye. I am prescribed glasses. I will not wear them because I'm too cool for that shit. And I won't wear them, bro. But I don't see the big response time. Like even I'll play like Battlefield 6 or Arc Raiders on these handhelds, and I mean I try not to use frame gen. Like I'll use FSR. I try not to use frame gen if I don't have to, but if I have to, and to be fair, man, these handhelds are handling most of the stuff without frame gen.
Yeah.
Just with FSR
most
alone.
all of it's playable. Yeah, most all of it's playable.
I would say
so like I don't have to. I don't need to have like 90 frames on my handheld, right? Like I'm not chasing frames. As long as it feels smooth, I don't care if I'm running 45 frames. As long as it feels smooth, it's playing good. My input latency is not like through the roof. I'm not chasing high frames, especially on a VRR screen.
I'm thinking about frame. You said frames, and I'm thinking, do you guys You guys both play GoldenEye, right?
Yeah. Come on,
Yeah,
64
OG?
GoldenEye?
Yeah, man. These games used to
Yeah.
get like 14 frames or something like that. And we,
Yeah,
we're
for
talking.
bruh.
Yeah.
I can't go back to original hardware myself.
No.
Oh,
No way.
dude, no,
Yeah.
I tried. Actually, my brother, it's like in his brain, like GoldenEye is like the greatest game of all time, and it's like, bruh, let me put GoldenEye on for you right now in
Yeah.
2025,
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
after you
right,
stop
yeah.
playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like, let me put this on for you, and like I put it on for him, and he's like, ugh, what is this? Like, yeah. See, some things are
that's what's
better
hard
off
to go
left
back.
in the past, bro. Like,
Nostalgia
you know,
goggles, man. Those nostalgia goggles, they be getting people. I'm telling you,
oh,
guys.
dude, do they?
Man.
Do they? I mean,
Oh
for
my
some, I
gosh.
mean, for most games, right? Like for SNES, NES, Game Boy. Like I manage with all. The one that always just comes off the worst is N64 for me. Like I go
It
back to
does. I
N64 and
agree.
it's like,
I agree.
God, so many like polygons and like it's like it's not smooth looking. It looks just like a lot of shapes, conjoined together, and whatever, dude. I mean, I'll still play some Mario 64, right? Like there's still certain games that I'll go back and play on those units, but it's not my favorite unit to emulate. Like I kind of skip around it. Like I go SNES, Dreamcast, right? Like or Wii,
Yeah.
right? Like I just
GameCube's my
skip
favorite.
GameCube, right? Like I just skip them. I like all right, there's even some PS1 games that I kind of skip. Like they're all right, I'd rather play it somewhere else, but it's all good, Like I honestly like I'd rather play. So one of my favorite N64 games was Mega Man Legends, and but I'd rather play it on PlayStation than N64. So it
Interesting.
is what it is, dude. It's like
mentioned GameCube.
I do love.
He mentioned GameCube. I was going to ask what you guys' favorite GameCube games was.
Ooh,
Oh
GameCube.
man,
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, dude. For me, it's between Star Fox Assault and Star Fox Adventures. Those are like my favorite games. I love it. I probably replay those like twice a year.
Really?
Mine. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm getting the title right. And it's really like just nostalgic for me. It's either between Prince of Persia, Warrior Within, and The Sands of Time.
Oh, Sands of Time. Ooh.
Sands of Time was dope, man.
Yeah,
that mechanic of stopping time with the
my God,
hourglass,
like,
so dope, man.
Man,
so
like
dope.
to me, that was like
the games like that.
That's
no more.
Assassin's Creed before Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Like, like oh, me and he's still actually one of my best friends today. Me and one of my best friends growing up, like we would back then. Come on, Blockbuster, right? Like, go hit Blockbuster, get a couple games for the weekend, and like stay up all night and just play games and like pass the controller. Like, you die, it's my turn. I die, it's your turn. And we'll play the game. And like he'd fall asleep and I'll just keep going. I'll keep going. He'll wake up in the morning like, wait, you played through? Like he'll restart the whole game on us. Oh man, I'll be so mad, dude. Like, wait, for real, we gotta start all over, bro. For real. Like, oh man, but yeah, Prince of Persia, man. I love that GameCube time. Yep. Great.
The Metroid Prime stuff, for me is huge. And like I try to play it now and it's kind of awful, but I remember it being so great. Metroid Prime, was it Resident Evil 4? It was awesome on the GameCube.
The RE4 was dope.
RE4 was dope on the GameCube. Probably unpopular. GameCube was probably my favorite Bloody Roar game. That was probably my favorite of the Bloody Roar franchise. If you guys played it, it was an old fighting game where like you could fight and then you would turn into some kind of creature like a mole or something.
I remember that, but I didn't know it was on GameCube. I didn't know that.
They had a version on GameCube.
I don't remember Bloody Roar on GameCube. I do like Bloody Roar, period. But
there was one on GameCube.
I must have just missed it. Back then,
I didn't play a lot of like,
I was young and I don't come from a family with a lot of greenbacks. So I did miss a few games that I try to go back and revisit today. So. Yeah, GameCube was solid, dude. GameCube was
that's my favorite console generation. I mean, everybody was like firing off on all cylinders. Nintendo was putting out hit after hit. third parties, man. Remember GoldenEye Nightfire? Like that was that's my favorite.
That was a different time for
game,
gaming, dude. That was an absolutely different time for gaming back then. Like,
man,
yeah. And it's just,
people will never understand. Like now, where it's like we wait for games and like they come out and we like play them for a week or two, and it's just like, whatever. Or like they come out and they're broken, and it was just like we didn't have that back then. Like you come out with your game broken, it's gonna be broken forever. So you come out with a complete game, and it was just a great time just to sit like that. Like I said with the Prince of Persia, like making a single player game multiplayer. Couch co-op, like here, bro, pass it over. I died. Your turn. Your turn. Yeah. That's an amazing time, man.
So you want to hear something funny? None of us said Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's regarded as one of the best Smash Brothers ever. The one on GameCube, right?
So, it was. It was one of the best Smash Bros ever.
So, funny.
Yeah, I'm still cool with what I said. Yeah.
Let's talk about something that's a little more my speed and not with you nerdy guys.
Don't hit us with no Jaguar talk.
What are you talking about?
We don't want to talk about the creation of fire.
Oh my gosh. You guys are silly. So I've been wanting to talk about this for a couple weeks. We keep missing it, but talking about like the 1X Sugar and the Odin Thor, Odin Thor, AY and Thor.
Yeah. You're right, JD. You're right, dude. You're absolutely right.
What did JD say?
He said it doesn't have to end. They are all still there to be played.
That's right. Yeah. What about this RGDS? This thing looks so cool to me, man. I mean, a DS device that's, they're advertising at under $100, and these are some light 3DS games. I'm like super hyped about this thing. I'm pretty excited. Jeeves, I don't know if you know, but I missed a lot of these eras because I was in college, at the time, chasing after, who's my wife now. And so I was more worried about that kind of thing, So I missed out a lot of this kind of stuff. So I'm really excited to relive this. I'm excited for the Thor. I'm excited to have in these options, a less expensive option that, I could potentially travel with or give to my kids and not worry about it. I'm just everything about it. And also I'm impulsive and I buy everything. Right. So, I'm excited about it too. So what are you guys thinking about this device? It looks amazing to me. I'm curious to see.
For the price, it's an Instacart for me.
Yeah, for under $100, I'm in. And the screens look big, right? These look like foreign screens to me. Am I imagining, or these look like foreign screens to you guys too, or what?
I can't really call the size. I don't know.
Maybe they just.
I don't know the size of the person's hand. But they look good. They look like decent sized screens. Really, for the price, dude, it's a no brainer for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree as well. I think the screens are 4-inch, if I'm not mistaken. They released some render slides where they put like the original Nintendo DS XL up to this model, and they're the exact same dimensions, literally down to the millimeter. They're the exact same. So that's pretty hype to me. As he said, man, this is an insta buy. Like under $100, you're gonna have enough power to do what it's advertised. Even a little bit extra above JD. DS if you look at some optimized ports and stuff. So I think they knocked out the park. If I'm being honest, I really can't fault it for what they're going for.
Agreed. JD said, "Should I get one? Tell me right now." Absolutely. I think you have everybody's in agreement on this panel right now.
Absolutely.
For that price. So. Also, Henry said at $100 or less, I could mess with this for sure, especially in that aqua color. Yeah, bro, you hit it right on the head. Aqua color is fire.
I had the OG
dude.
Aqua 3DS. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And back to what JD was asking about it. Just think about it. You got a dedicated DS machine, plus you can emulate everything before that. And I know you said you love your 3.5XXSP, right? So this is a step up from that, right? I mean, I can't see. I'm curious to see what chipset's going to be in it at that price point. You know what I mean? I'm very
as long as it can run NDS. I don't. That's all I care about. I'm not looking. Right? I have a Thor coming, right? Which I think most of us do, right? Most of us on this panel. I mean, I have a Thor coming, so I'm not expecting like, oh man, I need 3DS gameplay out of this thing. I just want NDS gameplay. That's it. NDS gameplay, and I'm good. And that's not a big ask, right? Like at this point where we are today, the Miyoo Mini place NDS with 128 megabits of RAM. So like like it's not really a big ask at this point. I think it's gonna be solid. I just want to see how Anbernic implements their software for a dual screen device like this. Because I think that really matters. Yeah.
Yep.
AN seems to be knocking it out of the park with their software. On
Every review. Did you get a review unit for the Thor, Jeeves?
No, I did not. No, I didn't.
Okay. Did you order one?
I did not order one. I had hitched myself to the sugar wagon.
Which I figured because I know you have the sugar. So
yeah,
I'm curious to see when we get all of ours. You definitely got to come back on once you get your sugar back. Maybe we'll get you and Clef on, and then we'll have our Thors.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah, you and Clef will come on.
Only thing with suck is we're gonna lose, Matt. Because what are we gonna do? Like open them and close them like books while these guys are shooting them like nunchucks?
No,
they're gonna whip our ass, bro. Like
we're gonna listen. We're gonna do a 5. I got it. We're gonna do a 5-person panel. These two are gonna have their sugars. We're gonna have our Thors, and JD is gonna come on with his original DSi that he has there, right? And then
and a coffee.
Yeah, and a coffee. Yeah. And then you and I are gonna make fun of Jeeves and Clef while they're too busy trying to figure out what the correct orientation to flap their thing is, and we're playing games on it. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's probably just gonna be me. I feel like Clef is gonna jump ship to the Thor side because I think he has one coming.
He does have one coming, but I'll be fair. Like I talk to Cliff fairly often throughout the weeks, and he really loves that 1X sugar. Like he says right now it's his most used device. He pulled it out and showed it to me. It's like covered in fingerprints and like smudges everywhere. He's like, see, I told you, I use it like crazy. Like
awesome.
He says he's loving that thing. Like really, really enjoying it. I think the only thing that he's using more at this exact moment is the Switch 2, and that's only because he's playing the crap out of Pokemon ZA. Like that's it.
So that's talking about, you mentioned the Miyoo Mini, and we're talking about
the Thor is dude.
Stuff. The Thor is definitely, it looks awesome. Let's take a look at this guy right here because this thing looks insane too, and I'm really excited about this too. Have you guys seen? I'm sure you guys.
Yeah.
The Miyoo Mini Flip.
I have seen it. Yeah.
How are you feeling about this? Because I know you mess a little bit with Linux and small budget devices like this. How are you feeling about this thing?
I'm personally skeptical because I feel like everybody has forgotten how the original launched. So I have my original right here, and I was there day one, right? So I bought this day one, and this thing was plagued with hardware issues. I mean, the hinges, the software, the actual motherboards did not have proper charging ICs on them. So basically, what happens is if you would plug your charger in and leave it too long, you could fry your motherboard. That's what happened to mine. Like mine's got fried, and I still get comments to this day on the video I made, like, "Hey, the same thing happened to my Miyoo Flip." Right? So, I like the design. I like the aesthetics. I think the idea makes sense, but I feel like if we actually go back and look at their track record hardware-wise, there have been lots of unaddressed hardware issues since the beginning.
Yes.
Like the original one had hardware issues, but everybody forgot about it because they're so open, you can install whatever you want on them. I just want somebody to address this. And I've been screaming into the void, but I'm still like a small channel, so nobody's paying me any mind. These things always have issues day one, and I have not seen Miyoo come out yet and say, hey, we're gonna make sure that this is gonna be good, like for early adopters. It's kind of crazy to me. It's like the cycle repeats over and over again.
Really quick, we're gonna come right back to this. I do want to give a quick shout out to Craig Spencer. He said, "The Foxx, what up? What took y'all so long to link up with the Foxx? I've been telling Joey Retro about him. To be honest, it was yeah. See, to be honest, it wasn't not anything personal. Our show, since we started this podcast, we've been really blessed, man. We've been booked out for months. Like even right now, like we're booked out through all of December. So like we literally try to get around to everybody and have a conversation with everybody. and we're just a small podcast, but we make our rounds through the community, and we make a lot of friends, and it's just hard to get through everybody. It's not that anybody matters any more than anybody else. We just get booked out, man. It's not enough time. It's not enough time.
Yeah, it's been and it's been super hectic, and we're just working through everything, and it's been.
But don't you worry, Craig. We're all going to go sleep at Foxx's house during CES, and we're gonna be right there with him.
Yeah,
we'll do an in-home podcast.
We're all gonna be right here.
Yeah, do a podcast from his room. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, that would actually be amazing. Actually, that would be super cool, dude.
That'd be
have
hilarious.
like a right there in-room podcast. Like, we'll have to keep that off the books. We don't know yet, guys. Maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to what you're saying. I was not aware of these issues with the Miyoo like that. I do. Man. I love the Miyoo flip, and I have my reasons, and it's really basically because the buttons are quiet, right? And granted, I have to open the hinge before I go in the room, because if not, it's gonna be like, right? It makes that creak, right? So I'm like, let me open it first, and then I can't close it after I'm done playing with it. I have to lay it on the nightstand. Excuse me. I have to lay it on the nightstand and leave it open until the next morning and close it, so that I don't wake up my wife, So, but other than that, I love the feel of it in hand. I love the buttons. I love the joysticks. They have just the right amount of tension for me. But I was not aware of the issues with charging. I tend to charge my devices like while I'm at my desk. Like, I'll charge it once it's full, remove it. They're not sitting there overnight. Because I had other handhelds in the past, not Miyoo specifically, but I had other handhelds in the past that I leave them overnight, and all of a sudden the battery is just messed up, and they won't turn on anymore. So,
which is crazy to me, man, because we've had the technology to fix that for years now. Like going back into the mid 2000s.
Cheap, right? That's them being cheap.
But the parts, dude, the parts to put that on a motherboard is like, we're talking pennies on the dollar, like 10 cents. For the IC to go on the board. So that's why, like, I don't give these companies any pass. The fact that people still today say, wow, you charge your device overnight, isn't that dangerous? This has not been a thing for over 20 years. But because these companies are so cheap, right? And they cut these kind of corners, we're still talking like this is the mid-90s when like that was dangerous and your phone would explode. This is crazy to me. Like,
I have to admit with you, Jeeves, right? Like, it wasn't until I started getting into these emulators where I had experienced that again. I had forgotten that part of history where it was like, the devices didn't have the circuitry or safety precautions in them. And I had totally forgotten about it until I got into these handhelds where it's like, oh, you need specific charging butts, you need specific voltage, specific amperage. Like the device is not capable of stopping certain amount of amps coming through or on its own, because our phones, right? You can plug this into anything. The phone is smart enough to say like, hey, I can't accept that much. Like, let me calm that down. Right. So it does suck. It does suck. And it is them. It is them being cheap. And it sucks because we've seen their profit margins on these things like freaking skyrocket. Right. Yeah. Because like these devices used to be all of them cheap. And now, excuse me, I have to sneeze, but it won't come out.
You're allergic to your own bullshit, brother. You're allergic to your own
I'm not talking bullshit right now, brother. But generally I am, but not at this moment. I mean, but for like, do you guys remember when like Anbernic's whole lineup was under $100, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
it was like nothing that you could buy, and now it's like it seems like the H700s are under $100, and then everything else is over $100. So it's like we're just seeing their profit margins raise, but they're not doing anything to create these safety features that we need, right? We're like, why can I have I have a Game Boy DS in there that I've had for 20 years, and it's never gotten a spicy pillow. Like, why is it so common in these devices? Like, why do we concern ourselves with spicy pillows in these handhelds? Like, when we got companies that have produced devices that we've had for decades, and it's never been an issue, right? So
you just had a spicy pillow with your R36S not too long ago.
I did have a spicy pillow, and I'm sure it's not the only device, right? Like, if I go through my collection of handhelds at the studio, I'm sure I'll find other ones there that also have that issue. It's just Henry. FPGA is a handheld that
Hardware
is made to the
emulation.
parameter. It's hardware emulation, so it's made to the parameters of the actual hardware instead of just software emulation like these Anbernics and things that we're talking about. So something like the Analog Pocket or the Mod Retrochromatic, those are FPGA devices. Actually, I'm excited to say I have a Mod Retrochromatic inbound. I'm super excited to mess around with that thing.
Nice.
That's gonna be really cool.
Exactly
do,
like the analog, yeah.
I do like FPGA devices, but I'm gonna be honest here, and I know probably like this is blasphemy to like JD, but I tend to like the emulators better, and I think that would be a great conversation for us to have.
Yeah.
I think that would be a really, really good conversation to have with JD, because I know he's an FPGA guy, and but I there's so much advantage that an emulator is like a Swiss Army knife, right? In comparison to like a FPGA, which is like a knife that's like a bread knife. It's specifically made for bread, but there's not going to be a knife in my Swiss Army knife that cuts bread better than that bread knife, but my Swiss Army knife can do a lot more. So yeah, I may not be able to play a Game Boy Advance game as good as an FPGA device on my Swiss Army knife of emulator handheld, but I could do a lot more, and I prefer that advantage, I guess. So I think that would be a really, really good conversation. He said I would die on that hill. FPGA is the next frontier, and it's expensive. I feel it, bro.
So let me ask the audience watching, and I want to ask Jeeves specifically. Do you use cheats in games?
I don't use cheats in games.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I really don't.
Okay.
I love emulators more than FPGA, but most of the time it's like for like 7x upscaling, save states, things like that.
That too, yeah, save states, of course. Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, I'm not a big cheat guy.
Okay.
No, I'm not a cheat guy. He's on his own boat in this conversation.
So this is related. So this is related to the original question. This guy.
This is hilarious. We
have to make a short out of this. We have to make a short out of this.
Hold on, dude.
I have no other option.
That's amazing. So this is how you drink all day at work today?
Yeah.
Like,
my God.
I love it, dude. I love it, bro. I love it.
I'm with you, Jeeves. I prefer emulation because cheats. I love cheats. I love having the option to do shaders and all that other stuff. That's right. I cheat. I use cheats in games. For y'all that don't understand, I'm 50 years old. I play all these games originally on original hardware back then. So if I'm playing them again now, I'm using cheats. I don't care.
Plus, to be fair on your behalf, Matt, like you own most of the console's original hardware. You have most of the consoles.
And I don't play any of it. I don't play any of it. I play everything emulation. Yep. So, and because I'm gonna use cheats. And so FPGA now does have save states. I know that was a gripe for me before, but then I got shut down because now it's a thing. But so I pivot to
I don't know. JD said JK. So I don't know if it actually
some FPGA does save states, doesn't it?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Okay. I'm gonna find out here soon. I will find out here soon. I don't think it does. But no, I mean the other things that James pointed out, like the higher resolution, like that's a huge thing for me. Okay, JD said confirmed it does have save states. That's huge. Yeah, that's awesome. Huge. That's what about things like 2x fast forward? Because I really value that, right? Like especially like when I'm playing like an old school Pokemon or stuff like that. I want to boogie. I don't want to.
That is true. I use that as well. That's a good point.
Foxx, your dude has got us, man. Thank you, Craig, man. Look at this. I like how Foxx combines his understanding of economics and technology bubbling up in his frontal lobe mixing into a sparkling cocktail. Craig is hysterical.
That's an excellent alliteration. No, he's it's quite the nice alliteration.
That's an amazing analogy. I love that, dude.
Yeah, man, I love it.
Please share this sparkling cocktail with us, Jeeves. Please.
So let me touch on that before he does it. So he's right. if you watch these videos, he's really good at like, and I got a bulb went off today. I always thought, man, he's always referencing literature and showing books and stuff. And come today, I find out that you're a teacher, right? So it makes sense, right? Yeah. And so he does just things like that to and he includes it in his stuff. It's like an educational piece. You learn something about it in addition to him talking about it. You know what I mean?
Thank
And
you, Craig.
it's
Thank
I
you,
love
brother.
it. I love it. I do appreciate it. So he's 100% on point with that. So I'm sorry, what were you going to say, Jeeves? I just wanted to point that out, that you're a beast in yellow.
Oh, I appreciate you. No, it's very kind of him. No, but yeah, honestly, I'd have to kind of go back and do some more research on FPGAs. But like from what I've always known about them, it's like kind of neck and neck with emulation. Like emulation is like really, really good now, to the point where I feel like it almost makes them redundant. Like not quite, because I know there's some edge cases where it makes more sense to use one. But for everything I play and like for the average person, I feel like you would have a better experience with an emulator, everything upscaled, nice crisp textures versus an FPGA. Like that can maybe put it out to a poll or something. But I feel like more people would prefer the emulation route than like pure hardware native.
I think you have to know your audience in that. It depends on who it is. Some people are hardcore. Like if you go check out Caffeine and Console's channel, you look at him. He's me. He's an old guy, right? Not old guy, but he's.
Don't you dare! He's nowhere near as old as
okay,
you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay,
so let me
I watched like 5 of his videos today, and there ain't no way you're comparing him to you.
Okay, my bad. So JD is not an old guy, but JD's got an old guy. He's got an old guy mustache that's badass, right? And he's got
Oh no, he has that. He has the stash, dude. He has the stash,
man.
Bro.
Yeah,
man. I love it. Yeah,
and his genuine love of the old hardware, you see it. You know what I mean? Whereas like we know where Jeeves is at, right? We know where Too Loud's at. Well, Too Loud's probably somewhere in the middle. I'm clear. I'm software emulation. So you know what I mean. So I get that. You know what I mean. But I think it's to each his own. I don't think I could appreciate FPGA as much as I appreciate software emulation. And
I will say I am more in the middle.
I'm cheap too. It's too expensive.
I'm in the middle. But that last point that she's made, that is the money. Like literally the money, right? Like it's expensive, man. It's
look at Henry hit it on the point. Yeah, right on the head. Same thing. Henry said the same thing as we were talking about it. Yep.
On vacation, I'd carry an emulator since they're cheaper and you don't have to bring carts or worry about them coming up misplaced. Absolutely, 100%, brother. That's a huge concern for me, man. Especially with my little ones, man. I have, for those of you who don't know, I have 5 children, and man, one day I woke up and I had my Switch to whatever. Like this is not a big deal, like no, it is. It's a big deal. I start my own football team. No, like one night I went to sleep. I was playing my Switch 2 the night prior, and in the carrying case, I have my Switch 2, and it's lined with carts. And I woke up the next morning, I saw the zipper opened, and I was like, "Oh man!" Remember. I was like, "Oh man!" So I slowly go to grab it. Like I already know in my heart, like those are my carts. That's the zipper with my carts. I open it, I look. Every cart is gone, like probably 25 carts in there, and
25 carts.
And, oh my God. And my son did like an Easter egg hunt around the entire house with like 25 Switch 2 carts, and I was just like, oh my God! The next day I went out and bought a key locking filing cabinet. No lie, I tell you, no lie. The next day I went and bought one because I was like, this will happen no more. I'm gonna lock this stuff up, and I'm not worried about this anymore. So back to Henry. Like I agree. Like, that's a real fear. Even I know my boy Jedi. They one time threw out a case of Switch carts. And they
did the math on it. Was like
dig through the trash trying to find their Switch carts. You
Yeah, we did that. We did the math later on. It was like $800 worth of games we tossed.
Yeah.
We were at we found out my youngest son is allergic to spider bites. We were at emergency room, and I ran home and got him a Switch and got my wife a sandwich, and we accidentally threw the bag away that had the carts, and they had the case full of carts and the power cord. So yeah, and we didn't realize it till we were home like the next day. Yeah, and so yeah, man, I'm with that. I get that. Yeah, it's
absolutely. So like
it's
I was saying, it's
crazy.
like I am in the middle. Like I can appreciate original hardware, right? Like I still like to pull out I still have I call it the cheese wedge, the 3DS cheese or the 2DS cheese wedge. And I still like to get down and play some 3DS games
I have
on
one of
there,
those
dude.
too. I have one of those too. Yep.
And then also too my NDS, I like to play some games on there, right? That Chromatic, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna abuse that once it gets here. So I don't mind it, and I don't have to have save states. I don't have to have 2 times. Like the nostalgia sometimes is more important to me. But then I got those times where it's like I said, I have 5 kids. I don't have a lot of time. I need that fast forward, dude. I need the save states because I just don't have the time to put into it, especially when I'm trying to run through a backlog of games. Like I'm trying to just accomplish them so I could check them off. Like, oh yeah, I beat this, I beat this, I beat this. So sometimes emulation comes in clutch for that. Also, too, the other thing with emulation is like having this little handheld that I can plug into a display out, put it on the TV, grab a Bluetooth controller, upscale it. Like it's fire, dude. It's such a good feeling to like play these games, upscale them, use different shaders and different stuff like that. I love that. Also, too, like GBA, like switching through all the different shaders. I mean, Game Boy, like switching through all the shaders, having a slime green background, an orange background, a yellow background, a pink
There's a lot of
background.
fun. It is a lot of
No,
fun.
dude, it's just a great time. It's a great time. So I think there's both camps, right? But I think that the divide between the two camps is a lot smaller than it used to be. I think there's a lot more guys in the, I'm a legit hardware enthusiast. Like I only want to play on original hardware, or I only want to play on emulators. I think that they're kind of moving over because even like our buddy JD, he has a 35X XSP. Does he play it all the time? Maybe not. He probably likes his original hardware more. But I think that the divide is kind of not as big as it used to be. So Jeeves, what let's see. So Matt, what do you have pulled up here? I see you have something pulled up here for us. And
so one more thing, pivot. And then I will do one more thing that I wanted to kind of talk about for us. It's just pure speculation, and then I really want to spend a lot of time talking about Jeeves because he's got some awesome stuff going on. But so Retroid has an announcement coming out on Monday, and I'm chomping at the bit to see what this is, man. I mean, we're gonna see the next device, or we're gonna see, are they gonna do a dual screen, or we're gonna see another horizontal? I mean, what are you guys hoping for? I'm hoping it's a horizontal. I'm hoping it's a follow-up to the RP5 is really what I'm hoping to see.
Ooh, I think, man, like, I don't know. Like they say, always bet on black. I think it's going to be a dual screen. I don't, from what I heard, RP5 like did well, but I don't think it did as well as they were expecting. It doesn't seem like many people even really talk about it that much more. And I don't really see, it held in the same high regard as something like the Odin 2 Pro. Like everybody loves that handheld.
Right.
So I don't know if they're like that excited to do another horizontal follow-up. It seems like everybody right now is all in on dual screen for anything that's not x86 right now. You know what I'm saying? So either
I get that.
I'm either expecting a dual screen or like a clamshell.
Interesting. Well, I'm curious to see what they do, and
I think they're gonna do a device with like 6 screens, like 4 controllers attached. No, just kidding.
It transforms into different devices.
Because how do you sell a candy bar? How do you sell a horizontal candy bar after the Sugar, the Thor, the Pocket DS, and now the RGDS? Right? You're following up all those devices in campaigns with dual screens. How do you come out and say, all right, guys,
really good point.
Here's our next horizontal candy bar. Look, it's got 16:9 screen and 5 buttons. Like, how do you follow up after everyone's just done?
That's a really great point, and I hadn't thought about that. That's a really great point because
my other question that kind of goes with that is like if our speculation is correct that Retroid and AN are under the same umbrella. Like, how do you one up the RP5 while still staying underneath the AN lineup? You know, so like, even if you were to come out with a candy bar, like, are the people going to be excited to buy an RP5, RP6 with a 8 Gen 2 in it? Like, I don't think so, because like, where can they go from 865? They have a Snapdragon 865 and the RP5. Where can they go from there? Because Odin already had an 8 Gen 2, and now we can find these
G2 or the G series. They have to go to the G series.
Yeah, I mean, they made that. They signed that agreement with them, right? I don't know if it was contract or not. Yeah. So I mean, and one of the chips that was announced was the G2 Gen 2, and we haven't seen it in anything yet.
Yeah, fair. We haven't seen that performance. So that means, though, at that point, right? Because comparably, we compare the G3 to 8 Gen 2, right? Like for the longest,
the G3. Okay, so we talk about like the new G series that like just came out this year. Like,
not the Gen 3 or Gen 2, the one that was in the Pocket, the Ioneo Pocket S, the G3X Gen 2.
You talking about the G2 Gen 2?
Yeah, no, the G3 Gen 2, G3X Gen 2.
Oh,
like, we were comparing that to a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2.
Well, that's old. The G3X, whatever, that's old.
Yeah. So, but I'm wondering, like, will this G2 Gen 3, I guess, right? Is it a Gen 3?
Yeah, they call it Gen 2 G2. It's stupid. So it's like Gen 3 G3, which is what's in the sugar, the new chip. Then beneath that is like Gen 2 G2, and then like Gen 1 G1. But these are all new chips from this year.
That's weird.
From my test,
that's weird. I hate when companies do this weird stuff, dude.
I do too. It's dumb. But from my testing, at least with the G, like the top end flagship, it is like 40% faster than the G2. The Gen 2, oh my God, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. That's in the Odin 2 Pro. So the chip in the Odin 2 Pro, compared to the new line in the sugar, you're talking about a 40% increase. So if you have 24 FPS in one game, you have a locked 60 in another. And it's so dumb, the name. So like the Gen 2 G2, which is underneath that, you're talking about a GPU that's maybe 15% like less performance. So the new chips are really fast. So if they go to that chipset, I think people will be happy with the performance. I'm just curious what the form factors are going to be. Like, what's the form factor you're going to put it in?
I think it has to be, they have to make a candy bar, right? Like, look, the Thor didn't stop AN from producing an Odin 3.
That's true.
Right?
True.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it has to be, I think for it to be an actual RP6, it has to be a candy bar. Right? Now, does that mean that Retroid is not going to follow up with a clamshell? I don't know. The Thor comes in really well priced.
Yeah, like, that's going to be a tough one.
Really well priced.
I think maybe their route will be to go like a follow-up to the Classic.
That's where I was going next.
Sticks.
I think they will do RP6 candy bar, and then I think that they'll make a Classic with sticks or a Classic Mini, one or the other, which is the exact two devices I asked them for in my review when the device came out. I was like, I would love to see a Classic with sticks or a Classic Mini. You know, so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what is that price then? Because isn't the Odin 3 have the 8 Elite and the Conquer Pocket Fit has 8 Elite? Aren't those underneath they're like what, around 300 US, right? 300?
Yeah.
So what is an RP6 going to be with the Gen 2 G2?
Great question.
When you have the 8 Elite like for around 300? Like what is that
price?
It's got to be. It doesn't start at 300, does it? They start at what, 350, 369?
I don't remember I thought it was under 400 something, right?
The Indiegogo was like $300 starting.
Well, yeah, but they're not on Indiegogo no more. They sent out a message yesterday removing them from Indiegogo. So
I think it's cheap. Can someone check the AYN site to see what Odin?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
I think it's still under 400, I
think it's like 369 or something like that. Like, so I think look, what we've always gotten from Retroid was like a $250 handheld, right? Like the RP4 Pro, like 220 to 250, like the RP5 220 to 250. I think we're looking around that same price range. They're probably like $100 less than an Odin.
329 and 350 is what we're looking at. Is what the what the
Okay.
audience is saying. So
Okay. So probably, like I said, like probably like 229, something like that. Something coming in like $100 cheaper.
Interesting.
Which has basically been they've been like that for years though, right? With the Odin 2, the Odin 2 Mini, the RP4 Pro, the RP5. So it's always been like $100 between the two. So I think like that's what we'll see from them in price. I would like to see a classic again for another $120 again, something like that. That'd be awesome.
I think they're going to stay in their lane, and we're going to see that 2 to 250 price range, and I think it's going to be a candy bar, and I think it makes sense for Vertical to follow up with sticks. I think in the last year their biggest hit has been the classic. I could be wrong, but it seems like everywhere you go, people are still talking about it and still playing with it. You know,
yeah, they love it.
And maybe I'm wrong. Yeah,
I mean, the RP5 I thought was like that thing was on fire for a while, dude. Like the RP5, that 865, like solid,
it's my everyday right
device.
Now.
Solid handheld, bro. For especially for the price.
Excellent.
And as much as I'm a clamshell guy. Like I love clamshells. To me, like this year, if it was not for the Thor, if it was not for the Neo DS, Android DS, the Retroid Flip 2 was going to be my handheld of the year. Easy. It was like I've been calling that for the whole year. I love that form factor. But now with the Thor coming, it's gonna be really hard to say that. So I don't know if it would be wise for them to release a Flip 3 right now, especially when you're getting a Thor. What is the base model Thor with the 865? It's like what, 250?
269, 279. So I don't know what the current price is.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
let's see what happens. I'm curious.
That's hard. Unless they're gonna compete with Anbernic with the RGDS, something like $150 clamshell.
That'd be crazy.
That would be pretty nuts. That'd be interesting to see because we haven't seen Retroid go into that price in over a year, right? So ever since the
I'll tell you what I would like to see from them, and I don't know if anybody else is with me with this, but remember the $100 RP2S? I'd like to see a new variant of that.
I'm curious.
I'd like to see one with an AMOLED display, new chipset, that type of form factor.
Use the same screen as in the classic, but I'm curious where that's going to go because right now with Iron Neo and that Pocket Air Mini or Micro, whatever it's called, that thing looking like under $100. That's going to be tough to beat because I mean the reviews are coming out and it looks good. Dude. Oh, you're not feeling it? You're not feeling it?
No, I'm with you. I'm saying that's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah. I have one ordered. Too Loud, you ordered one too, didn't you?
What's that?
The new Pocket Air Micro. Is it Pocket Air Mini or Pocket Air Micro? The new Iron Neo 4x2.
Pocket Air Mini. Pocket Air Mini.
Yeah.
No, I didn't order it.
Okay. All right. I did.
I got dibs on yours.
It'll be there when you sell yours. Yeah.
I got dibs on yours, my boy. Yeah, dude.
I didn't go Magni Air X. I still have an original Odin 1, and I'm pretty sure I got RGB 10 Max 3, so I didn't go Pocket the Magni.
I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't anything against the device itself. It looks phenomenal for the price. It looks really, really great. Just to me, like I'm trying to consolidate. Like I have so many devices, and I'm just trying to consolidate down to where like it's the devices that I really use and love, and that's the devices I want to talk about.
So you just getting rid of handhelds?
I will be shortly, actually. Yeah.
No. We done with that nonsense. Yeah, he done.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm not saying I'm getting rid of all my handhelds. I'm getting rid of some. Sometimes you got to do a purge, bro. Out with the old and with the new revolving door.
Gosh.
We talked about this like 2 weeks ago, right? So
I know what you're talking about.
Like I don't see where it's gonna fit in my lineup. Like I think that for my Android gaming, I'm gonna be using the Thor like it's nobody's business. I really am. Like
you're 100% right, but I can't not, right?
No, you guys I know, watch, I know, and that's why I just called dibs off you. Yeah, yeah.
You have quite a collection too, don't you, Jeeves?
Actually, I don't. I've been pre-consolidating.
Oh my gosh! Am I gonna kick him off too?
I've got Steam Deck OLED, Odin 2 Pro, 1X Sugar, Miyoo Flip, I think I got the R36S and the Game MT-E5. And that's it, honestly.
Never, Michael. Never
Oh, wait.
a retro lunch.
Wait,
Never.
I have the TrimUI Smart Pro coming as a review unit, but then
Really?
that's it. Yeah.
Smart Pro. Hey, I want to see that Smart Pro Mini. Remember that was circulating for a while?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
it was-
yeah. I forgot
I want
about
to see
that.
that. Michael
forgot about
Benny
that.
said, "Get rid of the R36Ss." Michael Benny, you are a supervillain, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
I actually might get rid of mine because I don't use it at all, and like I don't really care that much about the form factor, at least like that one. So I'm like, that
it's
one I might
not
get rid of.
about any of that to me. To me, it's like this is like one of the ones I started my channel with. Like, I can't. I'm not gonna like. No, dude. I was like preaching for that thing when all the big people were hating it. Like, I was like,
Uh-huh.
I was right there. Like, dude, this thing for the money. Like, am I saying it's the best handheld ever? No, it's not, right? But like for the price, dude, this thing is great. Like the amount of gameplay it gives you, the amount of time. I have over 100 hours invested into playing on the R36S.
That's
Oh,
like-
that is a lot.
That is
Wow.
awesome.
Like, dude, I could
That
literally.
is awesome.
And the thing is, like, if it wasn't about that sentimental value of the R36, like if I was just to have any random R36S and I left my house with it and I lost it, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, all right, I guess I gotta buy another R36S.
Wait,
I guess
is Jeeves grooming
I'm
himself?
out $25. Wait, is he?
Jeeves grooming? He's grooming
Huh?
himself.
What? I'm
What's
sorry, what's
next, dude? You're gonna start like the whole.
That's a force of habit. Yeah. Since I can't fidget with my hands, I gotta fidget with something. This is the only thing
Yeah,
I
I
can fidget
feel
with.
it, dude. I feel it.
I know.
But
Oh my god.
yeah, no, I think
That's funny.
that's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. I would so back to the TrimUI Smart Pro Mini, dude. I want to see that, and I'm not a Smart
Yeah.
Pro guy, but I did look. I thought I would be.
3x2.
I really love the aesthetic of it, like that PS Vita look, that whole like. But it just didn't hook me. I don't know what it was. Something about that dang handheld, it did not hook me. Like I preferred the X55 from Powkitty or the RGB 10 Max 3 over that device all day.
I agree.
And that's just what it was. But I know it had like a cult like following. There were people that loved that
Yep.
handheld.
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch things here and throw you guys for a loop. But wait, I have
Handle it.
15 handhelds.
Craig Spencer said I had 15 handhelds and gave away 10 as gifts. I was having more fun tinkering and setting them up than playing games. Man, Craig, don't
Yeah,
even
it's
start
real,
that,
man.
dude.
Craig,
we have
you
an
have the
inside
bug,
joke.
sir.
We have an inside joke here, and it's like, hey, what's your favorite game? Like, watch this. What? I don't even have to prompt it. Hey, Matt, what's your favorite game?
The file explorer.
That's
the file
our favorite
explorer.
game.
Yeah.
File management. Like just transferring our ROMs over to our handhelds,
Yeah.
making sure they're running, putting it down onto the next
Yep.
one. Like that's our favorite
Yep.
game. File management,
And
dude.
wiping the
Like-
dust off of them.
Oh gosh. Hey, so Trevor's here, and he said he's asking you, wait, what are you wearing?
Oh, you don't know this is what I look like normally. Yeah, that's what I look like normally. What? You didn't know? Are you just finding this out?
Oh, dude.
Oh gosh, you guys are
Great.
hysterical. Oh my god. Here, you ready?
It's time for
Oh, here we go. Perfect. Perfect.
Nice.
What's perfect?
Okay, really quick. I don't mean to disturb the question of the day because question of the day is really hot shit. You know, but 1 second. There's a person here that this is my whole thing for the R36S. A person named Persona Management. I've only ever been able to afford the R36S, and it changed my life. I take it everywhere. Like, for me, I think like I've always thought that with the budget devices, it's like, especially like being like I don't harp on this, but like I said, I feel crazy because it's the second time I literally said it today. I didn't grow up with a lot of money, you know, but I also know like here in the U.S. we're very spoiled, right? Whereas like people in other countries, like R36S is like that's money for them, and but it offers a lot of play. So I've always been on that side of like, hey, if there is an e-waste or a budget device that comes into this category of below 50, below $40, $30, but it plays well, Like I'm all in. I'm all in because these devices need to exist. They really do because of the Anbernics and stuff. They're only going up in price. The Miyoos, the Pow Kitties,
Yeah.
everything is going up in price.
Oh, yeah.
So when we could find these hidden gems like that, I think it's really, really important, dude. Do I still love the higher end stuff? Absolutely, right? I absolutely. But at the same time, there is a good reason for this stuff out there.
There's something stand out to me that it's you taking this device and you can do so much with it, and it's $30. There's something stand out to that for me. I mean,
Oh, absolutely, Craig. You can send me anything except for like old socks.
Yeah, but oh my god. Oh gosh. Yeah, Craig, too late. I already sent him old socks. I got his ally from his ally or his Xbox now. So Jeeves, you have a question of the day or you got one ready? Because if not, I got a great backup
question.
Question of the day. You can only choose one platform to hitch to. You've either got x86, Android, or like the Linux retro stuff, right? You got one platform you got to pick. Everything else got to go. Which is the one that you're hitching to?
Too easy.
Ooh.
Too easy. I'm gonna wait. Too easy.
Ooh. So okay, so my heart says I want to say x86, right? Because you can do everything on x86. There's nothing you can't do. But I love where Android is going right now, man. I'm having so much fun with where Android is going, the future of it, and you know, you can't. Okay, so you can't do. Android's not where x86 is, but it's getting there. So I'm really intrigued by it. But ultimately, I have to say x86. I mean, I love where Android's going. For me, Linux is cool, but it's not going to be where the other two are ever going to be. Linux is great for pick up and go. Linux is great for the R36S, but I don't know if you can compete with x86. You just you can do everything. You can emulate everything. You can even do look at Clef. You can even do Android because he plays Destiny Rising on a PC. He got me and Trudal playing Destiny Rising on a PC. You can do it all. Oh yeah,
he did. He did.
Yeah. And you can do all that, and you can still play, Destiny. You can play Destiny too. Yeah, I'm in. I'd say my answer is x86.
Okay, so you want to go last, or you want me to go last?
I'll go last.
Okay. I'm kind of in Matt's camp, but kind of differently. I don't want to say x86, but PC. PC, yes. Just I have really high hopes for ARM on PC.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I can't technically say x86, right? But
no, ARM is good. That's a good answer. Yeah, ARM.
Yeah, I would say like ARM, PC. Yeah. Android, I am a huge Android lover. Like I have said in this space against everybody, like while everybody's like Linux handheld, Linux this and that, I was like, dude, Android is gonna be the dominant emulation.
You have been saying that for a long time.
Like, I've been for forever, and so I truly love Android, but I'm a Windows person. Oh, bye. See you.
I'm still here.
Oh,
you're not giving me that easy. Not that
easy. All right. Hey, that was hilarious because you just see this black box and you hear his voice like, I'm still here. Like, oh, shit. That's great. That's a great, dude. So, yeah, just to make the answer quick, ARM PC.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you know, when I was thinking about this question, I was more torn than I thought because at first I'm like, x86 easy. You know, I'm just gonna play all my PC games. I love PC. That's my favorite platform. But the more I was thinking about it, I was like, man, Android is going in some good places, and I think I'm part biased because I do develop for Android, and like I see a lot of untapped potential there. People don't realize like the chips that we're getting out of Qualcomm and stuff absolutely smoke what's in the Switch 2. Like if a company wanted to, if CD Projekt Red wanted to, they could like port over Cyberpunk to one of these Android handhelds and it would run circles around what's in the Switch 2. Like I can see the potential, right? We're almost there. But practically speaking, if I had to pick one, I think I would actually go Linux. Honestly, I know it's kind of like x86, but if you had to like break it apart, Windows, x86 versus like what Linux is doing, I think I would kind of hitch myself to Linux because all my games work and things are only getting better on Linux.
I'm done.
Better. I know he's like, but nah, man, Linux is like,
No, dude, the whole time you're
bro.
talking, me and Matt are doing what you're doing with your polls,
Rubbing
bro.
the
We're
ball.
just right here, like we're right here the whole time, just like,
Oh, yeah, man,
like I'm done. I've done this for a long enough. No, I think that's a solid. I think that's solid, bro. Honestly, I really do. Linux is coming so far in such a short amount of time, especially with gaming. Like I do see a very strong future for Linux in gaming, and dude, what they're able to achieve as far as frame times and just battery draw, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I think Linux will be really good.
It is, man.
And honestly, if I had the forethought to think that far in advance as you did, I think it has something to do with that sparkling champagne or whatever. Craig Spencer said. I think I probably would have said the same answer, but yeah, no, that's a great answer.
It's cool. Like I look at. Oh no, I'm sorry. I know I was gonna say, like, I look at even ignoring the Steam Deck, man. When you put Bazite and SteamOS on like these other AMD PC handhelds, bro, they just sing. It's like almost phenomenal. You're getting like an extra 15% performance scene over scene in some of the same scenarios just by swapping the operating system, man. Like that is amazing. That's crazy.
Agreed. No, agreed. I 100% agree.
There's some little things that I miss out on, and it could be because I've just been a Windows gamer forever. So, and we've had the conversation 100 times, but I prefer gaming on Windows because of versatility and using and playing games like Destiny and Call of Duty and stuff like that.
But that's the thing is, I think with time we'll see that anti-cheat come over. Like Linux,
and when we do, it's going to be a different conversation because emulation on Linux is there. Right.
As their user base grows, dude, it's inevitable. Yeah. It's inevitable. These companies are not going to want to have their games left off of that platform. They're going to make it happen. Right.
And the crazy thing is it has came over. Like the anti-cheat software works on Linux, like Easy Anti-Cheat, Rock Anti-Cheat, all this stuff. Like it works on Linux already. We just got to get like the actual developers like to make the games to want to support it and enable it. Right. But the software stack is there. It's there. I'm excited, man. I really am excited. I think what's going to push over the edge is if a company decides to make a Linux console, like let's say Valve decides to come out with like a Linux box that is supposed to compete with whatever Xbox and Sony's doing. And let's say that it shifts about 10 million units, right? And mind you, we're at 5 million units now with the Steam Deck. So let's say this thing shifts 10 million units. Bro, you're going to get those companies coming over. Like 10 million consoles out there. That's a great point. Linux, software is already there. You don't even have to make a Linux build. You just test it against Proton. Like, I'll tell you, watch, we're going to see compatibility get so much better.
I know it.
Dude, most Unreal Engine games and stuff like that, Unity, all these canned engines, they already work with Proton. Like, it's the same APIs, the same Windows calls. They already work with Proton. You put that with better hardware, you're sitting pretty. I'm excited. Like the future is looking really bright for Linux. It is, man. I'm telling you.
I dig it. Agreed. I dig it. I want to ask you a couple cool questions that we had saved up for you, and then actually, you want to talk about Handhelds United and what Jeeves has got going on? Great. I'll take that as a yes. So,
when he said Jesus going on, I was like, wait, me or is that way?
This is great. Really quick. Back to Craig Spencer. He's becoming our advertisement. This is my boy. With the retro knowledge y'all have now, what 5 handhelds would you all pick now if you could do it all over again? Oh man, this space is so much greater than we all started. There's so many good handhelds. I'd love to answer this question. I'll let I'll let our guest go first, though.
Yeah.
That's very kind. If I had to do it all over again, I would pick. I feel like I've made some pretty informed choices, but I would definitely pick the R36S off the bat. That's probably like up there, top 3. I would pick up the Powkiddy. Ooh, it was the Powkiddy X. It was their first clamshell one. Like looking
X18.
back, I think
X18.
I'll pick up the Powkiddy X18. For 3, I would do the. Ooh, I think it was the 35XX from Anbernic.
The first one, the one that ran the garlic oil.
Wait, are we saying? Oh, wait, hold on. Just to clarify our parameters here, are we saying the devices we would pick up right now, 5 or 5? The 5 we would have chosen from the beginning.
I thought it was from the beginning. If it was now,
that's how I thought it too.
I thought it was.
You thought from the beginning?
Yeah, that's how I interpret it.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, let's answer it that way. Again. Okay.
Yeah, then my last.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And then it'd be the.
Oh, he said now. He just said.
Oh,
now.
He meant now.
Okay, so now let's start over then.
Okay, well, easy. It's Odin 2 Pro, definitely. A hardware revised Miyoo flip. I like that one. For 3, I would still do the R36S. 4, I would do the. What is that? What is that yellow one from? Is it? I think it's the Powkiddy V90. It was pretty decent from what I've seen. And then I would actually round it out retro-wise with the. What is that? There's so many of these devices. I think I do the Trim UI Smart Pro.
Okay. You go, Matt.
Yeah, Trim UI Smart Pro.
Ooh, okay, so I have a qualifying question. Is it have to be a retro device? Can I pick an x86?
You can play retro on there.
Okay, no, but I mean, because I still regret giving up my MSI Claw.
Well, I know you were going to go there.
Yeah, plus I still regret my AI.
I knew you were going to go there. Go ahead.
So I get that back. I agree.
Wait, clarify which MSI Claw you're talking about for those who.
The AI Plus. The AI Plus. The one with the 258V Intel chip in it. Okay. So Craig said yes, 86. So that there. Instead of the R36S, I'm gonna mess you up, Jeeves. I'm gonna go R46S. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have,
because that's my favorite R46. Sorry, R46 because that's my favorite one-to-one device. I actually prefer that over the other ones.
Okay, I thought that's the one you were talking about. Okay,
yeah, R46. So that's my favorite Pico 8 device. So I do that. I love the game console R devices. I love them all. My one's going to be some sort of Odin because I'm an AYN chill, right? So it's probably I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this. I'm probably still going to pick the Portal over the O2 Pro. I don't know, man. Jeez, I'm still struggling.
That's a pretty safe
boomerang.
answer, actually. Wait, what? That's a pretty safe answer.
No, because I know a lot of people that prefer the Odin 2 Pro over the Portal.
I prefer the form factor of the O2 Pro over the Portal. The Portal's like a boomerang to me. So I think it's a great couch device, but I think they missed out on if they were going to make such a big handheld, they should have put full-size joysticks in there. It's literally a couch device. It's big. You're not going to pocket it. There's no reason for those tiny joysticks anymore.
Fair enough. So so I got those 3. For me, for like a 3x2, I'm struggling there because I really like the 34XXSP. And the 351P. But I had the perfect. I know this is going to sound odd. I had the perfect KTR1 and I let it go, and I regret every minute of it. I had a KTR1 with a D-pad on top, with really good with the revision membranes and buttons, and it was like perfect, man. And I let it go. So I think I would have that one back. And then for a 5th one, oh gosh, I don't know, man. For a 5th one, I don't know. That's a tough one, man. I'm debating between like a 35XXSP and or having a Miyoo Mini Plus. Like I'm debating there because I feel like I need to have a clamshell. I'm gonna say I have to have a clamshell, so I'm gonna go 35XXSP since I'm picking KTR1. 35XXSP. So those are my
solid choice, solid list.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Okay, I guess, and actually because I don't know if Jeeves got that parameter. Do you want to switch one out for an x86 device, or are you still sticking with?
Yeah, I did not know. I would probably switch out the
Toss that
Anbernic.
Trimiai Smart Pro. Toss that Smart Pro.
Oh yeah,
Come
Smart Pro. Yeah,
on,
probably
man.
try. Yeah, Smart Pro for the Steam Deck.
Don't
Smart Pro for the Deck.
let me influence you, dude.
Okay.
No, definitely. I would toss the Smart Pro for the Steam Deck since I can pick x86. So
Okay.
Sweet.
For me, my x86 device would be the Ioneo 3.
was not expecting that. Okay.
Yep,
He loves
Ioneo
that thing.
3.
He freaking loves that thing, dude.
That screen is so freaking gorgeous. Being able to just change my control modules and have them to the way that I want them to be is phenomenal. The HX 370 performs more than adequate for me. Solid. It has Oculink. Solid device for me. Next would be R36S. I can't let that go. I have to have one that is like, okay, I can leave the house with this and I don't care. Miyoo Mini V4.
Mm-hmm.
V4. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not here yet, but I know I'm gonna love it. So Iron Thor.
Okay.
Because if it wasn't the Iron Thor, it would have been the RP Flip 2. So we can either one. If we want to go with what's out right now, Flip 2. But knowing the Thor's coming, Iron Thor. And then for my last handheld, it would have to be Ioneo DMG.
Nice. I thought you were going to say
Okay.
classic. I thought you were going to say the retro classic, but DMG.
All right.
Okay, that's dope.
Okay,
That's
dope.
choice. I dig it. That is awesome. That's a great question, man. I had a lot of fun with that. Thanks, Craig.
Yeah,
man.
I love that question.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
So we're saying so there's a group, right? There's a Discord group. There's a bunch of people, just a bunch of nerds like us. Jeeves is from that group. Too Loud and I have recently started, talking to those guys in there. Great group of people. It's called Handhelds United. OKS Gamers there. Gamers Generation is there. Clef is there. Nelly's there. There's just a great community there, right? And yeah, see, there you go. And so Jeeves is
actually we'll drop a link in the description of this video.
Absolutely.
For anybody who wants to come over to Handheld United's Discord.
For the Discord, and I put a link to their YouTube channel because they do something called Speedcast, and Jeeves is on it, and it's great stuff. But so Jeeves came up with this idea where he's doing game night, right? And this weekend you're doing the first game night, and you're playing and you're gonna play Left 4 Dead 2. Is that what it was, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2.
How freaking cool is that? Like, we're talking about couch co-op and stuff, but how about a community game night where we're all just rocking? I think it's awesome.
How long have I been spitballing that to you?
I know, right? I think it's awesome. Man. I think it's
Yeah, I've been spitballing the idea of a community game night to Jedi for probably a year. And before that, even probably 2 years now, actually, including Retro City, our old Discord. Been a while. I think that's a phenomenal idea. I love just hanging out with the community, dude. We're all like-minded. Yes. We enjoy the same stuff. Like, I think it's awesome. I love being around other people who are into the same stuff and just shooting the shit, having fun. That's a great time to me.
I'm excited to sit there and watch and talk shit.
Left 4 Dead 2 is also a fun time.
Yeah. When we talk shit, and when he dies, so he can't talk shit back to me because I'm not playing. He's the only one playing. I can't wait, man. I'm
Why aren't you gonna play? No, I need you to play so that when Jeeves outlives your ass, he can talk shit to you. Yeah.
Boot him out. Yeah, there we go.
Sorry, I seem to be having technical difficulty.
He booted himself out. Yeah.
Oh my God. So I just wanted to highlight that because I think it's awesome. We'll definitely put
it is. I think it's a really
Discord
cool.
in there. The whole group is awesome. They've been. Another cool thing. I want to make sure this is about Jeeves, but another cool thing about this whole thing with the podcast and the Too Loud and I've been doing, we've gotten to meet so many amazing people. Like, we're talking to Caffeine and Consoles this week, and we've joined his Discord, and it's another great community. There's so many. That's my favorite part about this hobby. It's just there's so many great communities of people that just have these groups of just like-minded geeks like us that just want to have fun and want to game and just, and take away from the grind. I freaking love it, man. Handhelds Unite is one of those, and it's just been. I thought that idea you had with that was so awesome, and I hope it takes off, and I can't wait to be part of it. I love it, man. I love it.
I gotta admit something now, like really quick. I didn't come into this space because I wanted to make money. I came into this space because I wanted to find a group of people who were like me. That's why I came into this space.
Yeah,
like
man.
I just wanted to share with other people who were like me. I wanted to have fun with them. Like I enjoy the camaraderie. Like something that I've missed since I was in the army, and something that I really appreciated about the army was the camaraderie. Like you have your buddies, your team. Like it's amazing. And since I left there, I missed that. And with this is that's what I wanted to build in a community here, and I feel like we're finding it, and I love it. I love being with all you guys.
As an aside, what was your MOS?
I was a 13 Bravo County crew member.
Okay, cool.
Field artillery.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I was a 12 November myself, so I was an engineer.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You did the real work. I got to sit back and play with construction equipment and drafts and stuff. But
I like to call it the Lord's work. No. It was a great time, dude. I love the service, bro. I'll do it all over again.
Awesome. What? So you were in the military. You're an engineer. Now you're an educator, right?
Yes.
What got you into your interest in handhelds and niche hardware, and kind of was there a wow moment that you're like, yeah, this is awesome, I want to do this, I want to make YouTube videos, and I want to teach people about it? Like,
yeah, let me see. It would have been. I've been enamored with YouTube probably since it came out. Just doing different things, same as everyone else did, like making little Let's Plays and stuff like that. And I would start and stop throughout the years, go through school, start and stop. But what really got me into hardware was that I had always been someone who liked to tinker. There was a time when I was, I think I was about 7 or 8. I took apart our big tube TV in the living room.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I took it apart. My mom came home one day. She was pissed off and she was yelling and screaming. She told me to put it back together, and I successfully did. I was like, by memory. This is like,
sounds like somebody else I know.
Look up what to do. So I just put it back together. And then from then on, like, I was just big into technology, big into how things worked. And the catalyst for me starting my YouTube channel would have been about, I think, almost a year ago to the date. I was watching somebody else talk about Strix Halo. And there was an okay video, but they were getting everything wrong, man. And like, for some, like, usually I'm not a big stickler about that.
Somebody has to critique this. Yeah.
But dude, it was like every detail was wrong. And everybody in the comments was like, wow, this sounds so amazing. And it was all wrong. And I was like, what? So I was like, man, I feel like maybe I don't have a lot to offer. I'm just a guy in my spare bedroom. But I really wanted to kind of share stuff that I was interested in. And kind of, make those like-minded connections.
Push the button.
Yeah, I know. But it's been like, since I've started, it's been really awesome. I've got to meet really nice people, cool folks like yourselves, and I've learned a lot and experienced a lot. And really, that's been the catalyst for me. I've just kind of wanted to share what I know. And
it's amazing.
It seems like, yeah, no, it is. It really is. It's awesome.
Really cool. I'm not going to go deep into the story, but I said it sounds very familiar because Jedi knows my story. It's like when I was.
That's exactly the same story.
It's the same story, dude. Like when I was 8 or 9, my dad bought our first computer, took it apart, like had every piece of it stretched out across his waterbed. He came home. He said, "You got 10 minutes to put this together," or, and like,
take that belt off. Yeah,
I had to get that thing together, dude.
That's awesome.
So like, it reminds me.
Yeah,
awesome, dude.
I had the same experience with Atari 2600.
I don't really want to go over the time period here. So Jeeves, what do you have coming up in your near future that you want people to look out for?
Okay. So I've got a video after my X1 Air review. I've got a video where I'm going to be talking about like Android as a platform and kind of the untapped potential that we just not seeing. And I'm not talking about emulation. I'm not talking about Switch stuff. I'm talking about like actually building a native game for Android. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a while. and I've been working on kind of like a little test project right now. So I'm just waiting to get my sugar back so I can like do my cross comparisons. But essentially what I've been doing is kind of like building as close to a desktop game as possible and porting it over to Android using Unreal Engine 5. And so far, like the porting process has been pretty smooth. So I can like pretty quickly port the project over. And I think people are going to be very surprised. Like I'm talking Odin 2 Pro, at least 30 FPS, Vulkan shaders, and ray tracing on Android.
Insane.
Really?
Insane.
Ray tracing on Android. We have frame generation. We have we have Qualcomm's version of like FSR 2. So there's like a lot of interesting tech that nobody's covering because you kind of have to build that experience, right? Like what Android game are you going to download on the Play Store that has ray tracing and frame gen in it, right? There's not very many.
I was going to say that. It's kind of crazy because when you say that, it literally made me think, and like, nobody's utilizing all of this stuff.
No.
Like, we don't, like,
I didn't even know it's available.
Yeah, absolutely, it's available. Absolutely, it is. And I know it is because of certain emulators and stuff taking, like, for certain pieces of it, like, certain emulators take advantage of certain things that Jeeves is talking about, like the frame generation.
That's right. Eden has frame gen and a couple of them.
There's frame generation in some of those. Also, too, there's ray tracing and oh god, what was it? And something else I was messing with. I can't remember exactly what it was now, but you're not seeing anybody package all of these things together into one title where you can experience this. And the platform has come so far, and the chips are so powerful that like you can literally get a console experience on Android. Like you absolutely can.
That's
so
awesome.
I'd love to see that, bro. Like that is amazing.
Awesome. And like my Android content doesn't normally do like too well on my channel, but I'm really hoping this one does well and kind of breaks containment because I want people in the space to know that we can like clamor for more. Like companies can actually port over modern games to Android. The power is there. But the issue a lot of times is like kind of that just scattered, what is the word I'm looking for? Well, one, the Play Store is not great. And then two, trying to figure out who has like what kind of hardware. Like if you have like an Android handheld, you're like in the top 0.1% of Android gamers. And if you notice, like I do a lot of native Android testing, everything pretty much is locked at 60 FPS. And the reason being is like no one knows they can do more than that. Like no one knows that you can push the device more than that. So I'm hoping that I can kind of like bring some awareness to that. Like I want people to know that we have so much left in the tank for Android. Like
I'm happy you say that because you hear so many people talk about like how Android is like, we're kind of limited onto the stuff that we can do with Android. Like, but it's not that the chip is not powerful enough or that the operating system is incapable. Yeah. It's that nobody's taking advantage, right? It's that nobody's is going that extra step because it's there literally. Like, dude, that Snapdragon Elite, that thing is absolutely wicked, man. Like that thing can put out a lot of performance. Like when you look at like PC emulation on a Snapdragon Elite, like it's insane how good it can play. Like the frames that you can get on that chip. And so if you were to build something native for Android that can capitalize on that would be absolutely. I'm here for it, bro. I would love to see it. I hope that when that video comes out, it gets all the hype it needs and reaches the right eyes, dude.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm excited about that. That's like my biggest project right now. And then outside of that, I do have that event to go to for Asus in December. Looking forward to that. And then other than that, it's pretty quiet year for me. Like if I'm being honest, I don't have like a lot of stuff coming up. So I'm trying to make do with what I got going on right now. You know, got to drum up my own news. So, you know,
yeah.
You know,
Craig Spencer says the algorithm is messing with the Fox's channel. His videos don't show up in my feeds, and I have to go check his channel for new videos.
I appreciate you, Mr. Spencer. No, I appreciate you. But yeah, like I was talking to some of my other like content creator buds, and it feels like I don't know if I've been shadow banned or something, or like maybe my thumbnails aren't good enough, but like my last couple of videos have not been performing as well as I thought they would. And I don't expect to crack a lot of views, but I was actually kind of surprised, like only like 100 or so views on some pretty relevant topics. And so I can only assume it's something with the algorithm. Like I'm not a big stats guy when it comes to YouTube. That's probably my weakest point. I don't really know like what makes a good video or what drives a good video. So I do appreciate you going out and checking for that. And the biggest help, of course, is like liking and sharing the video if you can. That helps a ton. But any support is great. Like you're great, Mr. Spencer. You're a great man.
Yeah, I will say, like, you know, I find like people that I sub to that I have to do the same thing with them for some reason.
Crazy,
I don't
right?
know why YouTube works like that. Even if I have their bell rang, everything, it's like it still does not pop up for me. And it's just this is the my buddy, he said there was a name for this. It was like a small content creator hell or something like that. And it's because it's like they make it to where it's so hard for us to break out of this lower base of the algorithm. You know, but it does suck. It sucks because like just because Foxx is not the biggest creator doesn't mean that he doesn't put the most effort into his videos, that he doesn't put, you know, information into those videos. It's just that YouTube decides like how many people they want to share it with. And if you ring the bell, there's no reason why it shouldn't just automatically pop that up for you.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Because like, why do we even need the bell? Like, if you press subscribe to somebody, why don't you just get their videos? Like, why don't you just get videos of who you're subscribed to? That's what I don't understand. Like, you know, if I'm subscribed to you guys and you guys put out a video, like, why don't I get the video? I chose to subscribe to you. That means that I want to see what you guys are putting out. It's so backwards to me.
It is. It sucks. You know, we got to work with what we got, and
we do.
You know, and thankful for people like Mr. Spencer that do come out of their way to look for our content and your content, and you know, being here tonight with us, hanging out. We do appreciate that. You know,
we do. Thank you very much.
To me, at the end of the day, like I say it to Matt all the time, it's like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Like if people genuinely like your content, like they can't stop it. The algorithm can't stop it. They'll get out there.
Said.
They'll get out there at some point. So
well said.
Hey, yeah, I look forward to seeing that from you.
I know we're wrapping up, but I gotta ask, Jeeves, black beans or pintos?
Say it again. I'm sorry, you cut out. You said what was that?
Dude, I cannot believe we almost left without that. Wow. This would have been the first episode ever that we forgot to ask.
Stop playing.
Like,
no, I didn't forget. I was waiting. So we have this thing, right? So we have this thing where we ask every guest because Too Loud likes the shittiest beans in the world, and we always ask it, and he doesn't believe it. So, and you know, the guests keep coming on over and over and over and telling him that he's wrong. So, you know, we got to know what you think, man.
Okay, so for me and my family, like we're heavy cookers, man. Creole dishes, soul food, all that. Like I got to be honest, like I'm a black beans guy. Like I cook with a lot of black beans.
When he said Creole, I already knew I had this in the
when
bag,
he said Creole, yeah, when he said Creole,
I knew it, dude.
Yeah,
I was
like,
like,
son of a bitch, he's gonna betray me.
Yeah, I like pinto beans, but if I got to pick, man, it's black beans all day. Bro.
Oh
black
my
beans.
gosh, the betrayal! The betrayal!
Dude, you're here with me now, bro. Gotta eat some black beans when we go to CES, dude.
Oh, you're gonna like this. So every year after New Year's, January, my family's big on this. We always make our special chili. It's the best chili you've ever had. I'm sorry to say this, Matt. It's got black beans in it, but I think you guys will love it. I mean, the spices are off the chain. Like I'm a pretty good cook. I think you guys will.
You're singing my song, bro. You're singing to my soul now, bro.
Listen, I'm a fat guy. I'm not that picky, homie. I'm not that picky.
No. Yeah, he can talk all the shit he wants about black beans, but you serve him a fire dish right there, he's not gonna turn that down, dude.
Hey, y'all gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
That's gonna be amazing. I can't wait for CES. This is super exciting. Jeeves, it's been an absolute pleasure of ours to have you here with us, man. I hope that you'd come back one day and visit with us. I can't wait to see this content that you're working on.
We're gonna do the Thor versus the freaking.
Oh yes,
sugar.
yes, that would be.
I'm looking forward to it.
And Caffeine and Console say he's gonna bring his 3DS just to be odd, but I'm down.
Oh, he's gonna be the referee. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yes. I am down.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, you guys have been very hospitable, and I appreciate you having me on. You didn't have to, but it was very kind of you.
Oh, of course we had to.
It's been a pleasure, bro. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Listen, you showed up in that outfit. Let's say no more. You're part of the crew, bro.
Oh, dude, I wish that we recorded that first 5 to 10 minutes prior to going live.
The reaction,
because it was so good. Like it was amazing, dude. It was priceless, man. When he first waved his hand across the screen and I saw that glass, I was like, oh, put your hand up. Hey, so everybody, thank you so much. It's been awesome having you guys here with us. And look out for us next week. We will have another guest with us here. Thank you so much.
Man, I love you, dude.
This dude is
You're awesome.
It's getting hot now. It's getting hot.
See you guys later. Thank you so much, Jeeves.